fascia blasting is the ultimate in self-care because it allows you to connect with yourself. The skin is the body's largest organ, and so fascia blasting it brings that human touch back, right? It's a small little device that you use, but it's you having intention that you put into this the service that you do on yourself, or if you go and get it done professionally. So when you fascia blast, it is an ultimate sign of love for yourself. Hi everyone, Madonna Rogers here, licensed esthetician and creator of the BlastLift Method. My goal is to share with as many people as possible. I want to educate you on what fascia is and help us to grow together in restoring our glow and preserving your beauty, right? To me, that's important. That is the philosophy behind BlastLift. It's to restore your glow and preserve your beauty. So on today's video, we're going to talk about why we age, what causes that, and what can we do to preserve your beauty. When I started my journey as a licensed esthetician, it was because I suffered greatly in my adolescence with acne. Right, I had oily skin, acne prone skin, then I dealt with scarring, and I went through this phase where it was just very difficult to find something that worked. Eventually I did. And so I went to aesthetic school I was in my 20s. I learned that the time to anti-age, quote fingers, anti-age was then. And once I graduated aesthetic school, I continued with the practices that I learned that helped me to take good care of my skin and helped me to preserve and helped me to, quote fingers, anti-age, so that as I, got older, my skin will still, it would look pretty good, right? I wouldn't have to deal with some of the same visible signs of aging as I would have had I not known what to do and was preventative about my skincare. And in my early 30s, I learned about fascia. When I learned about fascia, that changed everything. I watched a YouTube info that was, explaining cellulite, right? You got cellulite. If you got cellulite, this is why. It's not what you think. It's not because you gained weight. It's not because you just had a baby. It's not, because it's something called skinny fat. You could be skinny and have cellulite. So it's not what you think. It's because of dun 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 fascia. That was a word that I don't think I ever heard before, but the way she explained it, I knew that fascia was a completely different concept than what I ever could imagine it was. Fascia is it's like spider web interconnective tissue that is directly underneath the surface of the skin, and it goes down to the muscle and all the way down to the bone. When the fascia of your body, because it's under your skin, so it covers your entire body. When the fascia is jacked up in certain parts of the body, you could feel pain, you could lose range of motion, you could see visible signs like sagging, like cellulite, right? So the original concept of fascia was like, oh my goodness, if the fascia is being pulled down, being adhesed to the bone or being adhesed to the muscle, it's going to have like a dimpling effect, and it's going to show visibly as cellulite. And so it was just so brilliant to me that if you smooth the fascia, you get smoother skin. And the concept rung a bell when it came to anti-aging. So this was the underlying awareness that I had when it comes to fascia blasting. It was like, okay, well, if it works for the body, right, of course, the same thing would work for the face, because the skin sags on your face, right? And wrinkling of the skin, whether it's forehead wrinkles, fine lines, jowls, feet, number 11s, that is because clearly your skin is no longer smooth, right? And it could be not smooth because of various things like, frowning or even sun damage, causes wrinkles. All of those, the lifestyle causes wrinkles. So when you smooth out that fascia on the face, the flow of blood to the face, and blood flow helps to nourish the skin beneath the visible skin, right? Because we got about 7 layers of skin. And so the fascia blaster used, topically is getting down to all those levels of the skin, and it's helping to smooth the skin and giving you a brighter appearance because you're getting blood flow to the area, so your skin has a glow. So you're restoring your glow. That dull, tired skin, that dull, tired look goes away. The wrinkles smooth out because you're bringing blood flow, and it's almost like moving across the skin like an iron, and it's bringing the heat, the blood, the life force to your face, to your body, and it's rejuvenating the way that you look, which helps to preserve the beauty. When I learned about fascia blasting and the importance of it, it was something that I got so excited about because I use it right away. And for years, all that I wanted to do was let other women know about fascia blasting. And I began doing this by offering fascia blasting services as my flagship service when I opened up a spa room a few years ago. I did body services, and I did a I did a fascia facial. Over time, this fascia facial, it just grew up. My lighting keeps going out, but over time, this fascia facial transformed into what I now call the BlastLift. The BlastLift is that's my lighting is gone out. It's okay. The BlastLift is a method that I created from doing so many faces and seeing a before versus the after results of a 60-minute service, fascia blasting the face, doing a lymphatic drainage massage, using cryotherapy, and just the loving touch that I bring to the service. And it's something that I wrote a protocol on so I can share with other skincare enthusiasts like estheticians, or if you just like to preserve your own beauty at home and want to restore your glow, I have the book link below. It's called BlastLift. That's the name of the protocol that I wrote. I'm very proud of it. This channel is going to be dedicated to talking about fascia, what you can do to restore your glow and preserve your beauty from your 20s to your 80s, right? As long as you're alive, you're going to have blood flow, you're going to have fascia, you're going to have skin. And if you care about your body, fascia blasting is the ultimate in self-care because it allows you to connect with yourself. The skin is the body's largest organ, and so fascia blasting it brings that human touch back, right? It's a small little device that you use, but it's you having intention that you put into this the service that you do on yourself, or if you go and get it done professionally. So when you fascia blast, it is an ultimate sign of love for yourself. That's why I love it so much, because I love me and I love you. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you want to learn more about fascia blasting, about the BlastLift service, about the BlastLift method, go to blastliftmethod.com. The link is going to be in the description. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe, comment. I'd love to hear back from you. Be blessed.